Good morning, everyone. Just a quick sound check. Make sure everything's going out. Let me know if you can hear me. All right. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and assume that everything is going out as it's supposed to this morning. It doesn't look like there's enough here, or maybe nobody heard me on that. I don't know. But if you can hear me, let me know. Today, we are going to finally get underway on a number of these Hangout quests that, well, I have had sitting around incomplete or whatever, just not finished for a really long time. I have had quite a few of them that have not been addressed. Probably after I finish up the first one. Also, I need to get over here and knock out this Recollector's Path event as well, because I haven't done this yet, and we only got 2 days left on that. And yeah, I don't really like not finishing quests, so yeah, I'm gonna need to do that one at some point today too. So probably how I'm going to go about doing that is I'm gonna go over to I'm gonna finish off Heizou's Hangout first, because his is the one that I've already started some time ago but never finished. So we're gonna finish off his first. And then once his is finished off, we'll get into the event, and then I'll probably kind of pull the stream and see if there's any other characters who you all would like me to dive into, as far as like getting into one of their hangouts instead. And we'll kind of go from there as the day progresses. There's going to be a lot of stuff to do, and it's going to be kind of one of those days where, yeah, I mean, it should be clear that I'm you know, catching up on some things that were missed. Also, apologies to any of you who were here this morning, who tried to be here yesterday morning. Xfinity sent me a text message at like 6 a.m. yesterday morning, letting me know that they were going to be doing servicing in my area, and as a result of that, my internet connection was down on like all day. It would come back up for 2 or 3 minutes at a time and go back down, so it just didn't make sense to try to do the stream. It didn't really stabilize until like 3:30 or 4 o'clock, And at that point, it was too late to try to get something of this scale started for me today. Because, like I said, I want to try to get 2 or 3 of these hangouts knocked out and knock out that event so that I'm caught up on things. You know, even maybe more hangouts if it's, you know, possible. Yeah, like you know, for me in the ideal world would be Heizou plus 2 other characters, because I still have quite a lot of these that are not completed. You know, I did a lot of the original ones, and then I kind of fell behind. I've knocked out a few other, like a handful of other ones I did in Ningguang's. Yeah, I never did Beto's. I did Toma's. Yeah, I've always heard Diona's was kind of fun, but I just never got around to them. So we'll see. I need to, like I said, I gotta just start, you know, kind of plucking away at them. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and get started with Heizou's right now. We're gonna move on to this section because it should be the closest to a route that I've already been. A route I've already been on at one point, so I just need to get back to that one and see if I can reveal the other routing on it and get to the other ending that I didn't get, and then we will continue to press into the other endings as well.
Hey, Traveler. Hey, Detective Heizou.
Oh, what up? I'm back.
You're back already, huh?
Already?
I bet you're tired.
No.
Well, I just bought some tonkatsu. Care to join me? There's plenty for everyone.
We'd love to. But wouldn't you like to hear the results of our investigation first?
No matter what you were able to find, it's all in the past and won't ever change. So I think we'd better chow down first. Besides, if Sango's not happy with the results, we might not have anything to eat later.
Come on, Ryuji, pipe down. Let's hear the Traveler's conclusion first.
Okay then. Over to you, Heizou and Traveler.
Don't worry, just tell us your findings. Everyone trusts you, as do I.
Sango was wrong about Heizou, and the murder was indeed Shiroyana. Detective Heizou hid some evidence. The truth of the matter is, let's go with that one. I don't know which option I chose before, so I can really only
But how? How could this be?
pick these and see what happens.
Huh. So, that's what really happened?
Yeah, it says, I think I've only completed all the original ones. Some of them just drag. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done many of them. Like, the ones I did, I liked. I enjoyed those.
Ryuji, I know it's hard to accept, but...
Wait a minute. Sorry, I have quite the stomach ache. Sango, can I take the day off?
Sure, of course. Take the week if you need it.
Oh.
I don't remember what this was
Ryuji
all
will
about.
be okay.
I remember
I
some
didn't
kind of like
expect
murder
things to turn out
investigation
like
kind of thing, but I don't
this.
remember the exact details because it's been a little while.
just give him some time to himself. I think he'll eventually come to accept it.
I'm still a little worried, though. What if he doesn't come to work tomorrow?
Then we'll
Well,
go
you
to
gave him a week off, so
Don't
you know,
you worry
it'll be
about
all right.
that, Sango. You need some time to process all of this, too.
Wait until 8 to 12 the following day. All right. We'll crank it all the way around just to make sure. Yeah, this is the. I feel like I started this stream, or not the stream, but this Hangout quest. Like, man, it had to have been like 4 months ago, maybe longer. It was a long time ago when I started this Hangout. And I just have not had the time to return to it.
Ah, you're here. Don't worry. Ryuji came earlier this morning. I guess he can handle a lot more than I had thought. I was honestly worried he'd suffer a breakdown. But as of today, it seems he'll be fine.
Is he not here?
He went over to Natsuke Nogen Crafts to buy something.
All right.
Let's go find him then. Shall we?
Before you go, Heizou, I kind of understand now what you meant when you left.
Oh, really? I'm happy to hear you say that. All right, time to find Ryuji.
Look for Ryuji at Mitsuki Nogen Crafts. Okay. Gonna be up here. So those of you who are early joiners this morning, let me know in the chat if there were any hangouts that you particularly enjoyed, and I may focus on some of those when I get into my next one after I knock out the event that's only got 2 days left. Also, did you guys enjoy that event? Because I haven't even started that yet. How long did it take? Slash, what did you like about it?
Look, there's Ryuji with a little kid too. Is he buying our toys? Uncle Ryuji, was my daddy handsome? I've never seen what he looked like.
Of course. Takatsukasa Isamu was a very handsome man. Also, it's not uncle. Call me brother.
But you look so old.
Rude.
Well, I'm still your brother.
Huh? How come?
Because he treated me like a son.
Huh? Who are you guys?
We're friends with your big brother Ryuji, and with your father too.
Oh, really? Yay! I've met loads of my daddy's friends today. Can you tell me some stories about him? I really want to hear them.
Sure. Why, I know enough stories about your old man that if I started talking now, you'd be all grown up before I finished them.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, I don't want to grow up too soon then. Maybe when I'm 100. No, 200 years old. No, 300 years old.
No concept of time.
I'm gonna wait until I'm 300 years old before I become a grown-up, so that I can make sure I finish all the stories first.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly work that way. All right. Okay, some things will always be more important than the truth. Make sure. Okay, I just had to reset some of my audio, so that was weird. Okay, well, they came back. This USB hub that I have some of my stuff attached to. It's I don't know, like it's getting inconsistent sometimes. I can go, weeks without having a problem, and then I'll have, repeated problems back to back. I don't know what that was about. Weird. All right. Farazan's hangout was really good. Thanks, Citrus. I will be sure to look into that. Actually, if I'm honest, hers was one of the ones that most interested me. And so that's actually one of the reasons why her icon was one of the foremost on the thumbnail today, because I was anticipating doing that one. That would be one of my personal choices, just because I want to learn more about Farazan. All right. That route is now done. Now, I do believe that was the other route I didn't have that was on that first path. Oh, maybe not. Really? Did I just hit the same one again? I think I did. Damn. Okay, so I gotta go back and try it again. I didn't remember the picture, but I guess I was wrong. All right, so I had a 50-50, hit the wrong one.
Quit following me.
Typical. I kind of tried to pick the one that seemed like, since I didn't remember either, that would seem like the least likely one for me to pick. But I guess I did that anyways last time.
Heizou, you're back already.
We'd love to.
No matter what you were able to find, it's all in the past and won't ever change. So I think we'd better chow down first. Besides, if some...
Come on, Ryuji, pipe down. Let's hear the traveler.
Don't worry. Just tell us your...
All right. So, okay.
Well,
So it's marked
do you
in
know?
green now.
I suspected that was the case. Please rest in peace, Master Takatsukasa.
No, impossible. Traveler, are you sure you checked every last file carefully?
Trust me, I did.
Ugh, no, you little
Mhm.
chicken-knowing Heizou. You didn't pull any shenanigans on the Traveler, did you?
Songo, no accusations without evidence, remember?
The truth is out and the case is closed, Songo. Please don't send any more of your harassment letters to the Tenryo Commission. Well, I really owe it to you, Traveler. I'll be sure to properly thank you later. Until then, see ya.
Hey, you're
Very
not going
different
anywhere.
ending for Songo so far. Oh, that's just the. Wow, that one. There's one secret that only we know of. So yeah, that one ended really quick on that route.
There's no need to exchange.
I'm actually kind of salty how like close I was to that ending all this time and just never got to it. All right. Let's see. So I need to get onto this routing. And where the hell are the other routes on this one? I mean, I'm gonna guess that the remaining two endings are gonna branch off of this one. And I guess we'll find out.
Pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation.
Just occupy silence. Wanderer.
The wind rises.
/ hat guy. Alright.
So, have you gone through the case files? Is there anything that caught your eye?
There might be a prince of mischief bullying children in Hanamizaka. Let's just try that.
That case should be easy enough. Just leave it to Uesugi. This complaint letter I received is more important. I was hoping I wouldn't have to drag you into this, but it's just occurred to me that with your help, I might be able to wrap up this problem.
Okay.
Alright then, tell us about the complaint letter.
It's from Songo, the president of Bantan Songo Detective
Appreciate
Agency.
you either.
I assume you've met her before?
I assume you're still at work at the moment, bud, so thanks for checking in. Alright, yeah, I know you two have some beef, and it appears to be pretty serious.
You can say that. Songo's complaint letter accuses me of abusing my power for personal gain and blatantly concealing the truth behind the Ryuji case from years ago. Seriously, do I really seem like the type of person who'd do that?
Not particularly.
Concealing the truth? That definitely sounds like something you would do.
Not exactly.
Hey, don't judge a book by its cover, alright? Let's just go to the detective agency and talk to Songo. We'll need to speak with her to get to the bottom of this.
Although I do feel like in this particular instance, he, you know, like it did end up being the truth that he was concealing it, at least on that one ending, but I think that they had like a good reason for it, if I recall. Alright, go to Bantan Songo Detective Agency. Man, I wish that you could dash a little bit longer. That would be nice. About twice as long, actually, would, I think would be about the sweet spot for it.
Welcome back, Mr. Heizou. I'm glad you're all right. How about some tonkatsu? You must have missed the taste of home after so long.
He's still offering us tonkatsu. Scarmush says I enjoyed Beto's Hangout quite a bit. Good to
Maybe
know.
next time, Ryuji.
Yeah, that's
Seems
another
like
one that I have been
somebody's
interested in
expecting
doing.
me. And I'm afraid they're only going to be disappointed once again.
Well, look who it is. The great Detective Heizou. What nonsense were you talking about just now? I've been worried about you, you know. So much so that I took the trouble to write that heartfelt letter to the Tenryo Commission. Well, was it sufficiently flattering for you?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, they're at it again.
Let's not waste the traveler's time, Songo. Just tell me, what do you want?
Fine by me. My request is simple. Disclose all the details of the Ryuji case. It's time you stop hiding the truth and let me investigate it thoroughly.
First of all, that case has already been solved. Second, I've disclosed everything the police station has on the case. And third...
Enough! You can only fool Ryuji with that. If you don't want to cooperate, I can assure you that I will write more letters to the headquarters of the Tenryo Commission. I will not give up on this case.
Oh, wait! Hold on! Can someone please explain what's going on here? Paimon doesn't have a clue what you two are talking about.
All right, let me explain. Several years ago, a terrible murder took place in the police station.
Okay, I do recall this.
I was still working at the Tenryo Commission then, and the victim was actually my dear boss. Due to various factors, I was deemed to be the top suspect, which is why it's called the Ryuji case. Also, Heizou wasn't a part of the police station back then. He was a detective at the agency. Which at the time was called the Bonton Sango and Heizou Detective Agency.
Huh? That's crazy! But, wait. Then why did Heizou leave?
After the incident, I was quickly convicted and sent to prison. Fortunately, Sango then promptly proved my innocence and caught the real murderer.
But that murderer was actually just a dummy to throw us off. Am I right, Detective Shikanoin?
Sango thought that everything went smoothly, so much so that she suspected the real murderer was someone else. Of course, Detective Heizou was also helping with the investigation, but after a long time, he still came up empty-handed. Later on, he decided to join the police station to continue his investigation on the inside, which is why he left the detective agency.
Ha! That's what I thought too. I was foolish enough to believe that Detective Shikanoing and I shared a common goal. But I was wrong about him. He has no sense of loyalty at all. He just wanted to become an official as a means of gaining fame and fortune.
Come on, stop exaggerating. Let me set the record straight here. First, I joined the police station long after that murder case happened, and it had nothing to do with any inside investigation. That's just somebody's wishful thinking. Second, purely out of curiosity, I did investigate the case later from within the police station. My conclusion was that the suspect Sango had caught was in fact the real murderer. And lastly, when Sango didn't buy my conclusion and asked me to disclose all related case files from the police station, I did exactly as she asked. I didn't hide anything.
He's lying right through his teeth.
Oh.
That's it. I want this to end once and for all. Since the Traveler's my supervisor today, they have complete access to all the police station's files. If he's willing to help re-examine the case and arrives at the same conclusion that I did, then you won't have to doubt me anymore.
Whoa. Huh?
Unless you don't trust the Traveler. Come on, say it.
It's not about whether the Traveler's trustworthy. I'm just wondering if you will interfere somehow.
The thought never even crossed my mind.
You have to swear that you
She
will
really
not
doesn't
mislead
like
the
Heizou.
Traveler by any means, and let him investigate the truth on his own.
No problem. Cross my heart, hope to die.
Haven't
Well,
heard
Traveler,
that in a long time.
are you willing to help me with this? Will you agree to re-examine the Ryuji case and...
Sango, really? However much they want.
Money is valuable,
It's-
no doubt. But pursuing the truth is the reason I started this agency. The Ryuji case is the only case I failed to solve. I am willing to give you anything.
No need to go that far. I'll help for free. No need. A simple thank you will be enough. I'll do my best.
All
Okay.
right. I'm counting on you, Traveler. You hear that, Detective Shikanoin? Ha! Now we just need to wait and see.
All right, I got it. No need to keep yammering like that. You'll scare the kids next door. Come on,
So
let's
they
go
both
back to the
kind of
police station.
antagonize each other. Alright, so let's see. I want to see exactly where it is placing me right now. So this makes it look like I ended up on the wrong path again. Like, I'm back on the route here still. And so it does look like there should be another pathing down here. So I guess I can continue. Somewhere in this area, there should be another divide, I think. At least it kind of appears that way. Yeah. And then if I end up still on this route, then I'll have to reset again. All right, return to the Tenryu Commission. All right, we'll teleport up here this time because it'll just be a little quicker.
All right, hang out here for a sec. I need to go to the archives to get the case files. For now, why don't you go and chat with Yoriki Owada over there? He worked on this case too back in the day.
You seem to really want me to look into this.
No, you misunderstand. It's not that I want you to look into this. It's just that you're the only one who can. You're the only one I can think of who Sango would ever believe. She trusts in both your qualities and abilities, so I hope your findings can finally convince her and put an end to this whole thing.
Well, she definitely did not believe the traveler at the end of the other routing, and was kind of angry. But in fairness, they actually were covering up something.
Sure, she's just writing complaint letters for now, but who knows what she'll do in the future. All right, I'll go get those case files. You go ahead and talk to Yoriki Owada for a while.
Talk to Owada. All right.
Oh, hello there.
Heizou sent me to talk to you about the Ryuji case.
The Ryuji case. Oh, so you want to reinvestigate that one? That was several years ago now, but I still remember it clearly. It's pretty hard to forget something like that. Especially when the victim was the head of this police station. His name was Takatsukasa Isamu, the younger brother of Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan.
That's
He was
kind
really
of a tongue
one
twister.
of a kind. Decisive, brave, and smart. He was much younger than me, and already had quite a reputation. I'm sure he would have gone far in the Tenryo Commission, if only he was still alive. What a shame. Who would have guessed someone was plotting against him?
They said Ryuji was the top suspect.
People will believe anything they hear. Everyone in the police station knew that Ryuji saw Takatsukasa Isamu like a father. Ryuji was an orphan, you know. Before he joined the station, he had been taking odd jobs here and there. It was Isamu who really took him under his wing. Ryuji was simple and not particularly bright, but he was very loyal to those who treated him well. He's also hardworking. Isamu must have seen these qualities in him and decided to keep Ryuji by his side. Ryuji worked with him for years after that, and was even promoted to be his personal assistant. Do you really think Ryuji would do anything to harm him?
So, then why was Ryuji convicted? Even Paimon can tell that's a mistake.
Well, here comes the interesting part of the case. Within a week, and before all the loose ends had even been tied up, Ryuji received his conviction. Moreover, it was signed by Madame Kujo Sara.
What? Why would Sara do something like that?
Oh, what do you think, Owada? Yeah, it's a little
getting
unusual,
older now,
but
and my eyesight is poor. I can't see too clearly anymore.
Hey, come on, Yoriki Owada, there's nothing to see. It's obvious that the Kujo clan did it.
You can't just go around saying things like
I
that,
mean-
Wisuki. Those were just hearsay. There was no evidence.
That's not true. Traveler, you may be unaware that the Takatsukasa clan has always been assisting the Kujo clan in the Tenryo Commission. But who doesn't want to be the boss, right? And Takatsukasa Isamu was the key figure for the Takatsukasa clan to bring down the Kujo clan. At that time, no one was held in higher regard than Isamu. So, naturally, the Kujo clan saw him as a potential threat. Kujo Takayuki must have been planning it all along, that rascal. Takayuki is able to control the Takatsukasa clan as long as he's in power. But by the time he retires, Isamu would have been at the apex of his political power, while Masahito and Kamaji of the Kujo clan would still have been too young. The two of them wouldn't stand a chance against Isamu. You think Kujo Takayuki would simply sit back while Isamu gained traction? So he decided to strike first.
You youngsters and your conspiracy theories.
Hey, what's wrong with theories?
No, it's true. It's the only way to explain it. Otherwise, why would an impartial person like Madame Kujo-Sara sign Ryuji's conviction so quickly? They had to find a scapegoat to pacify the Takatsukasa clan, so Kujo Takayuki must have told her to sign it immediately. I'm not accusing Madame Kujo-Sara of anything, mind you. I respect her very much. But maybe she had no other choice.
What do you know? I'm sure Madame Kujo-Sara must have had her own reasons.
What about the real murderer who was later caught by Sango?
The guy was a forensic expert who worked in the station named Shiroyama. I have to admit, he wasn't easy to track down. That Sango really is something, though. She caught him without even breaking a sweat. It turned out that after poisoning Isamu, Shiroyama secretly took the poison to Ryuji's place in order to frame him. Later on,
I do
the
recall
poison
that
was
now.
also found in the forensic office, but that was already after Shiroyama's death. He confessed everything in a testament.
That's right. He hung himself in the forensic office not long after Sango was on his trail. Probably because he knew it was only a matter of time before he would be caught. Of course, he didn't admit whether he had been prompted by Kujo Takayuki. He took the responsibility alone. I bet Kujo Takayuki promised him a sizable compensation. After all, Shiroyama had a family to feed.
There you go again, pulling conclusions out of thin air. There wasn't any evidence of that at all.
Listen, I can almost guarantee that it was the Takatsukasa clan who invited Sango to investigate. We all knew that Ryuji was just a scapegoat. You think the Takatsukasa clan wouldn't figure that out? They're not stupid. So, they were suspicious of the Kujo clan and invited Sango to take the case. However, the Kujo clan were still a step ahead and were able to remove themselves from the situation before the whole thing blew up. They drove Shiroyama to take all the blame as well as his own life. A perfectly clean cut for the Kujo clan. With Shiroyama dead, there was
This guy's
no one
clearly
left to
spent a
testify.
lot of time thinking about this.
Even the Electro Archon herself wouldn't be able to do anything.
You make up stuff faster than a politician. It's a wonder nobody's asked you to be an advisor yet.
Hey, that's their loss.
The whole thing is starting to sound complicated.
Hey, I brought the files. I bet you got quite an earful just now, huh? But don't believe everything they say. After all, people can tell you anything, and it's hard to separate truth from rumors without facts. So what really matters is the case files. Everything laid out here is all that the police station has about the case. Please, take a look. Remember, you may find many clues during an investigation, but not all of them are useful. And in some cases, the clues you will find will not only be useless, but downright misleading. Also, if a clue cannot corroborate anything on its own, you can always compare it with other clues, and maybe then you'll find what you're looking for. Okay, that should just about do it. I'm looking forward to your results.
Hold
At
on.
some point,
What actually
this should like
counts as a
splinter
result?
back off into the two
Usually,
options.
you
but,
need to find two things from these clues.
we'll see.
A proven motive and proven means. Once you can confirm these two things, the criminal can be proven guilty.
I have a vague
All right,
recollection
you
of
can
some
go
of
ahead and
what
get
we've
started
gone
now.
through here.
I look forward to hearing your verdict.
All right, so I should be just before the divide. Oh, what's up, C3? Welcome back. Been a little while, or at least since I noticed you were here. So you're progressing on the right branch. I think this is the path to the endings you got already. So right now, this path right here, it should have a split somewhere in here, I think. So right now, that's what I'm trying to see is if this will go down. I think it may, like, this is what one of the weird things, like, this one definitely indicates like an obvious path, but here this seems like it goes, it goes up, like it could just go straight if there were no splits in, intended from it. So right now I'm kind of confused. I don't know what, whether or not this is actually the right one. Now I should be able to tell after this, like, because if I end up here anyways, then I know I need to go back. All right. If you're still streaming, when I get home from school, I'll join. Hey, right on. I'll probably be here quite a long time
today. What did you find? Have you come to a conclusion?
Nothing yet. I'll keep looking through the files.
Sure. Let me know once you've made some progress.
Okay.
So, what did you find?
Literally just one option. I'm confused. I mean, I'm guessing it wants you to actually go into the files and look around at them, I guess. It's the only thing I can think of. So, I don't know if those are actually items that you get in your inventory or not, are they? Yikes, I got a lot of crap in here right now. I don't even know if I remember what these files look like. Or if they're, like, I know that, like, some Hangout quests will give you items. Wait, was this? No, this was... Yeah, I think this might have came from that one. So, yeah, possibly. Oh, man. I don't know if I recall. You have to look at the bookshelf there. Ah, thank you. That's right. It's been so long. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see all the little sparkles now. It's been way too long. All right. I definitely remember going through all this stuff, so I'm not going to read it again. I do have vague recollection of going through this stuff. And it was basically what proved why the Kujo clan did what they did. I just want to get to the end of this portion so I can see if I can branch it onto the other one.
Yikes!
This one? It was confirmed to have been written by the deceased. Just yes for the okay. 5 months pregnant.
Takatsukasa Isamu seems like a thoughtful person.
Alright, so now that I've been through all of those, let's see what happens. Because we're trying to see if it will splinter off.
What did you find?
Yes, I did.
Really? You found the criminal's motive and means... What clue reveals the criminal's motive?
Conviction of
Although the
Shirayama.
Conviction states that Shirayama
There's only one
resents
option, so
Takatsukasa
that makes me
Isamu
think
due
that
to
it's
work
just going to put me
conflicts.
right back on the same
It's
path.
not detailed enough for us to understand.
Nothing yet. I'll keep looking through the files.
Let me know.
What? Did I miss one or something? Maybe I missed one.
This is the key to proving that Shirayama was the murderer, right? That is, if he was telling the truth, of course.
All right, I don't remember her saying that before, so maybe it's this. I don't know.
So, what did you find? Really? You found the... What clue reveals the...
Okay, so now there's more. Testament to N. Okay.
Excellent work. According to the victim's message, the two had deep... It is true that Isamu...
But wasn't Takatsukasa Isamu good to Shirayama?
I didn't bring in health supplements. I do remember all this about the health supplements, and that's how they ended up killing him.
Well,
I think.
We later found out that what Takatsukasa Isamu sent to Shirayama's house
maybe it wasn't.
was indeed health supplements.
Maybe
But
I
if
was
you consider
remembering
the circumstances,
Paimon's
what he
accusation.
sent wasn't important. What was important is that sending the supplements was actually a dangerous signal. Isamu was essentially implying, I can put anything in your wife's supplements at any time. If you really care about her safety, then get me what I want.
So
Yeah, it's not okay.
You
That's
don't
some
really
like
catch
mafia
criminals
stuff
by
right
standing.
there.
Basically, these two clues work to verify each other, and the murderer's motive is confirmed. Now, all that's left is the means of the crime.
All right, so that should reveal whether or
Next,
not. Oh, maybe
which clue can? So, what did you find?
not. Yes, it did. The autopsy.
Close. The autopsy, was it mixed with the cold medicine, as Shiroyama stated
I
in his...
should give it some more thought. Oh god.
Sure.
Okay, so I
Let me
guess I
know.
missed another line of dialogue here, or another one of the books. Are they both different? Oh, they are. They're totally different ones, aren't they? Okay. Well, that explains that. Then I was thinking that you know, maybe that there was only 4 total, but I guess that each of them had they each had 4 each. So we're just gonna go through all these really quick. All right. Like I said, I went through all these once a while ago, and I think I'd already done the last one there.
Wow.
All right, so I think I did the first 2 on this one, and then I just moved to the other one for some reason, and I don't know why. It's fine. I did not have any. Oh, dang it! I hit the first one. I
Wow.
did
Will you
not
just
have any proper caffeination this morning, sadly.
That's
Making me make some simple mistakes, I think. All right, so I didn't even have
Next,
to talk to him that
which
time.
clue confirmed? So, what did you find?
Just had to approach him, and it automatically brought me in this time.
Bingo. The autopsy report confirms that the cause of death was a but is that really the truth?
All right.
Well,
I feel
according
like
to the
all of
toxicology
this is
report,
stuff I
putting the poison
definitely had been
elsewhere would
through.
not only fail
Yeah.
to guarantee.
add that to the
I
motive
remember
for the
some of
Yep,
this.
Pretty clear cut, wouldn't you say?
So, all right, let's see if it'll take me out of the cutscene. Not
Yeah.
yet.
It's pretty clear cut.
Wait, I still have some
Oh.
questions.
Well, what's bugging you?
Based on convictions written by Kujo Sara for Ryuji and Shirayama, the two committed the same crime. Why are their punishments